How to invest and buy the best penny stocks in Nigeria. In this video, I'm going to teach you everything you need to know about penny stock trading. You know, there is the high cap stock in the market. There are the mid cap stock, also the penny stocks. Now, the penny stocks are stocks that are very volatile. Their prices are selling below 5 naira. So people will say, no, penny stock sells below 1 naira. So for me, I prefer stocks that are selling below 5 naira. So these are kind of stocks that are highly risky in the market. If you're not careful and you jump on a lot of these penny stocks, you might get your hands bought because most penny stocks in the market are already dead cats. These are stocks that are looking to get delisted. These are stocks that are about to delisted or um, probably see their company go under because a stock cannot just be cheap for no reason. There must be a reason why a stock is selling for 10 kobo, 20 kobo, 50 kobo, 70 kobo. Do you understand? So you need to be able to investigate and find out why. But in this video, I want to teach you how to separate the winning penny stock from the losing penny stocks. I want to teach you some of the things you need to know when you are scouting for penny stock because these are gold in the market. Penny stocks are actually one of the stocks that can make you millions in the stock market if you pick the right one. And I will share examples of stocks that have done extremely well in Nigerian market, stocks that have moved from 50 kobo, 60 kobo to reach a high of 5 naira, 7 naira, 10 naira. Imagine buying a stock for 50 kobo and you're able to hold it on and then up to when it tops 1 naira, 2 naira, 3 naira, 4 naira. It's very possible in Nigerian market if you do the right thing. So if it's the first time you're watching this video, this channel, kindly hit the subscription button, turn on the notification bell so that when I release more videos like this, you'll be among the first to get notified. Now, one of the bonus I have in this video, which I'll most likely be using for this analysis, is one penny stock. So I'm going to share one penny stock recommendation. Now, this is like a free recommendation for everybody. So this is a free recommendation for everyone, just to help you understand how penny stock work and why you might want to take advantage of this penny stock that I'm going to share with you right now. And I'll give you reasons why I think this stock might do well, and then the upside potential that I see on this particular stock. But then you need to make sure you do your due diligence. So here's my disclaimer. Now, the ideas shared in this video are based on my personal research and calculations. Kindly do your due diligence before you invest in this company stock. The stock market comes with a lot of risk due to uncertainty. So please make sure you vet my recommendation based on your risk profile. So let's get started. Now, what are penny stock? This is not a new term for you. So I'm not going to be talking about theory. So here's just a brief summary of what penny stocks are for beginners, people that are just getting started in the market, or if this looks like a new term to you, because a lot of us are familiar with dividend stocks. We know growth stock. We know turnaround stocks. We know value stocks. But some of us are not familiar with penny stocks. From the word penny, penny means small. So first, penny stocks are small cap companies in the market. What is small cap? Small cap is small capitalization. That's companies that their market cap is very, very small. So I don't have any specific number, but then as long as the company's market cap of a company is the value of that company. So as long as the value of the company is small relative to other bigger company, then it's a penny stock. So most penny stocks are small cap companies. Now, if you see a big cap companies experiencing massive dip, then there's a problem. You can't have 50 billion market capitalization and your stock price is selling for, except if the number of ordinary shares is huge to probably dilutes your earnings, then most likely your share price will go down. But most times, penny stocks are small cap companies. Now, they are in their early or growth stage. This is very important. Most penny stocks are in their early or growth stage. That means they're just starting out. So there are four stages of a company's growth. We have the early stage, we have the growth stage, we have the maturity stage, and then the decline stage. So the early stage is when you're starting out with an idea. Oh, I have this beautiful idea of this fintech product or this SaaS software I want to launch. That's an early stage. And then you start gradually start seeking funding. That's why you see seed funding coming. Now, when you start to grow, expand market share, grow your customer base, you move into the growth stage. During the growth stage, your market share is expanding, your sales growing faster. You see sales of almost 50%, 60%, 70%, like that, quarterly growth year on year. Now, by the time you expand to an extent where you've covered your target market, you then probably attain what we call maturity stage. Now, during maturity stage, your growth tend to slow down because you're no longer expanding to new markets. So you have covered everywhere. Now, at that point, if you're not able to sustain your market, you lose them to competition. So this is where you see a business attract competition because they've noticed how fast you are moving. So you see some smaller company trying to come up with new innovation, trying to tweak the product you're already selling just to be able to steal your market. Now, if you can't beat them at that point, you might probably move into the decline stage. So these are the growth stage. So penny stocks most times are actually stocks in their early and growth stage. But personally, I prefer penny stocks that are in their growth stage. I would rather not buy penny stock in their early stage because the tendency that they may fail is high, but then the profit is very, very high. If you succeed, you might make a lot of money. There are a lot of seed funders or seed investors in the market that once they invest in early stage companies, they make a lot of money. But then their bet is for every 10 companies they invest, they're expecting at least 8 to fail. Now, the two that will definitely generate most money, the profit from that can cover off for the loss on that. That's how a seed investor thinks. So he's not looking to profit from all the companies. He's looking to hit at least two winning so that he can cover off for the losses. And if eventually he hits three winning, four winning, that's to his own advantage. So I want to buy into a penny stock that's actually in a growth stage. Now, the share price of a penny stock, they are mostly below 5 naira. That's from my own calculation, below 5 naira. So that means if they're selling for 4 naira, 3 naira, 2 naira, 1 naira, or less, then these are stocks you might probably want to consider. Now, penny stocks are not under institutional radars. When you trade as an institution, you have an investment policy, you have a kind of policy guiding the kind of stocks you buy. Most institutional trader tends to go with the NGS 30. That's the top 30 companies in the market. So here you want to look at companies that are selling below 5 naira. So when you buy into a good company that is selling below 5 naira, by the time the share price start increasing, they keep expanding their market share, they become a big company. That's where institutional investors comes in. And when they come in, they push the price higher. So that is one advantage of penny stocks. If you find a good penny stock, you can go in there and stay until it becomes an institutional toast, until it falls under institutional interest. And then when institutions start buying them, then you see that they're going to make a lot of money for you as early stage investors. And then the final one is penny stocks are highly volatile. They are highly volatile. I need to call your attention to this part. So don't think you will buy them today and then tomorrow they start going up. You can buy a penny stock today and the next 1 week it will down by 20%. But then if you have done your due diligence, you've done your research and all that, then hold them as long as nothing has changed. That's why penny stock for me seems to be one type of stock you need to carry out thorough research. Even if you're buying other high cap stock and then you're buying them based on the hearsay, maybe rumor, penny stocks are not such kind of stock because if you're not careful, you might end up buying a stock that is about to, like, that the company is almost going down if you don't do your thorough research. Because for a stock to be selling for 20 kobo, 30 kobo, 40 kobo, then there must be a reason. And you find a lot of these stocks in the insurance sector. You find a lot of, some of them are even be delisted. So if you have dumped a lot of money thinking, one day this stock will rise from 20 kobo, and then you start punching your calculator, thinking, this stock will rise from 20 kobo to 1 naira one day, you will just watch your investments go down completely. So penny stocks require thorough research, thorough due diligence. So if you are not used to penny stock as a beginner, I will probably strongly advise you don't expose your capital probably significantly. So as a beginner that's trying to play in the penny stock space, please make sure your capital exposure is very low. Continue with the highly capitalized company dividends until you're able to master this particular stock. These stocks are good for professionals, people that are experienced in the market. Penny stocks don't pay dividends. a lot of penny stocks don't pay dividends. Some might pay, but a lot of them don't pay dividends. So there is no way to earn money. You can't say at the end of the day they're going to pay you dividends. But then if you find a good penny stocks, if you find a good penny stocks, I can tell you categorically that they are good. You can make a lot of money from them. So let me share some explosive penny stocks in the market, stocks that have moved from being penny stocks and then topped high cap level. So first one, let's look at name insurance in the market. Name insurance in the market. So here I'm going to launch my charts. So this is name insurance, just to explain penny stock and how they work. So, and then some of the moves you can probably see. Now, this is name insurance. You can see at some point in 2017, name insurance was selling for 1 naira 30 kobo. You can see right here, 2 naira. You can see the massive rally. So, in short, name insurance was selling for 56 kobo as in 2015. So, imagine being able to grab name insurance around this region from 50 kobo to almost 1 naira or thereabout. You can see holding name insurance from 2017 up to date. You can see up to 10 naira. So buying a stock at 50 kobo, 70 kobo, and then holding it into 10 naira, it's a massive gain. That's what name insurance has done in the market. So this is just to explain some of the massive move, explosive move you can see in the market. So name insurance from 90 kobo thereabout to reach 10 naira in 2024. Then we're seeing a pullback. Market will not go up in a straight line. Just like you see here, wave up, wave down, wave up, wave down, wave up, wave down, wave up, wave down. So the market moves in waves, not in a straight line. So, but then if you're able to hold through, especially a good penny stock, you can probably make a lot of money from this kind of stocks. That's name insurance. Now we have John Holt stocks. Let's also look at this particular stocks. In short, this stock is surging higher right now. I see a lot of upside potential on this stock right now. Now look at John Holt. John Holt actually traded around 5 naira as of 2012, crashed to a low of 50 kobo. Now look at how this stock has gradually moved from 50 kobo right now to top 2 naira. You can see here, I see a lot of upside potential on this stock, especially if it breaks out of this key level. So this is another stock from 50 kobo, 6 kobo to reach 2 naira. Like I said, markets will always move in wave up, wave down, wave up, wave down, wave up. So when you're experiencing a wave down in the stock market, don't panic. If you are bought into a good company, just see it as a normal trend in the market. The wave down period is a profit-taking period. When people take their profit in the market, what happens? Price continue its rally, especially when the stock has good fundamentals and especially when there is a lot of buying interest on that company's stock. So don't be discouraged whenever you see a wave down in a company's stock. It's normal. The market will always go up in wave pattern. The market can never go up in a straight line. So that is for John Holtz. Then we have UCAP. UCAP is also another interesting stock that started as a penny stock. You can see UCAP right here. So UCAP was selling for around 2 naira in 2020. You can see here 2 naira in 2020, and then the stock topped 21 naira. You can see from 2020, 4 years to reach 21 naira. That's almost 10x, 10 times. This is what penny stock can do. Buying stock at a cheap price, buying it when it's still low, and then experiencing massive surge. This is exactly what UCAP delivers. So I'm just sharing this to let you know that if you can find a good penny stock in the market and hold them true for at least 3 years, 4 years, you can actually make a lot of money in the market. So this is UCAP stock, and see how UCAP stock has rallied higher. I can tell you categorically that at this 2 naira, it may not probably be the type of stocks that insurance wants to buy. But then when they notice the massive surge until it becomes a mid-cap stock, then that's where they jump in to push the stock higher. So one advantage of penny stock is that if you find a good one, you can get in early, hold through until institutions, mutual fund, asset managers start buying them because they have transited from not just an early stage of growth company, but into a mature company. From that price, they can surge higher. So this is UCAP. Now we have NACO. NACO is also another interesting stock that started as a penny stock. Look at NACO here. You can see It's at 2021. Here you can buy Nako for 1 Naira to 2 Naira. You can see here until Nako broke out. And then you see from 1 Naira to 2 Naira, Nako touched a high of 33 Naira. That's almost 10x too. Just imagine the huge run up on Nako from 1 Naira to 2 Naira into 33 Naira. Look at the massive run up. Imagine 50K, 100K, 500K, 1 million, 5 million invested in this kind of penny stocks. Especially one that you have done your research on. These are the kind of massive move you can see in the market. So let's look into another penny stock. Fidelity Bank. Fidelity Bank was also trading as a penny stock some years back. So this is Fidelity Bank. You see right here that as at 2019, into 2020, Fidelity Bank was selling for 1 Naira 54 kobo. You can see here 1 Naira 54 kobo. If you have watched my video on Fidelity Bank, this shouldn't be a surprise to you because these guys have actually benefited from customer deposits. Imagine customer deposit growing by a compound average return of 58% year on year. So from 2019 to date. So that automatically tells, look at how the stock has surged from 1 Naira to reach almost a high of 13 Naira. So that is Fidelity Bank. You can see it was a penny stock as at 2020. Imagine you bought this stock at this price and then market was able to reward you at an average price of 10 Naira and above. That is Fidelity Bank. So you can watch my video on Fidelity Bank. If you miss it, please watch that video. It's quite interesting and it will show you the secrets behind the surge on Fidelity Bank stock price. Now, the next one is FCMB here. FCMB FCMB was a penny stock around 2020. FCMB was selling for 1 Naira 64 kobo. Can you see right here? And then what happened? Look at the surge from 1 Naira 64 kobo to reach 7 Naira. And I said penny stocks are stock that sell below 5 Naira. So FCMB is no longer penny stock again. Fidelity is no longer penny stock again. So the idea is just to give you insights on how penny stocks can deliver massive return in 3, 4, 5, 6 years if you are able to buy them at a lower price. Buy them at a lower price, hold true until they go up. And then it's not just about buying them at a lower price. There are certain factors, certain things you need to watch out for, which I'm going to share with you shortly. So these are things that would help you scan for good penny stocks, will help you look at penny stocks that are delivering that will most likely deliver. So we call them high earnings or high potential penny stocks in the market. Now we have Transcorp. If you are following the market, you can tell how Transcorp transited from just penny stock to become high cap stocks in the market. Now look at Transcorp. Transcorp as at 2021 was selling for 91 kobo. In short, the last time I posted a video on my channel on penny stock, it was actually on Transcorp. That was in 2022. The last time I posted a video on penny stock, it was actually on Transcorp in 2022. So Transcorp is one that had delivered or rewarded patient investors. People that bought into Transcorp have made a lot of money from the company stock. So this is Transcorp right here doing a thing. Transcorp has moved from 91 kobo to reach, you can see it topped a high of almost 19 to 20 Naira. The last time I posted a video on my channel was on Transcorp. I will also drop a link to watch that video. I posted it in 2022. At that period, Transcorp was selling for around between 91 kobo to 1 Naira. And I mentioned why Transcorp is the best penny stock to buy. And then you see how Transcorp has moved into in short all-time high of 19, 20 Naira. So imagine that you have bought Transcorp around 90 kobo to 1 Naira, and then look at where Transcorp is selling for. You can actually make good money from Transcorp or from penny stock, I mean, if you do the right thing, if you know what you're doing. Then finally, we have Owando. Owando was also a penny stock some years back. You can see here, as at 2022, Owando was selling for 2 Naira, between 2 Naira to 3 Naira thereabout. Look at how Owando has climbed gradually. Like I told you, market don't move in a straight line. They will always move in wave pattern. Wave up, wave down, 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 wave up. So we're actually in a wave up mode on Owando stock. So this is how Owando has moved from just penny price of 2 naira to reach almost 14 naira. Now, a lot of people say, oh, one day, see, let me tell you the truth. Why you are having contrary opinion, why your emotion is not allowing you to buy Wando. You can see the stock had moved. So one thing is, you don't trade the market with your emotion. Because you don't like a stock, does not mean the stock will not move. It's as simple as that. The stock market doesn't respect your emotion. So if you can go in and say, I don't like this stock, I'm not going to trade, you watch the stock go up. So first thing is make sure you work with data. Separate your emotion from the market, or else you will miss good stocks. And then you will think that because you don't like what is happening, you don't like the management and all that. First thing is, if data is already pointing to the fact that this guy is going up, why not follow data? So don't follow emotion, follow data. It's very important. Now, these are just some of the many penny stocks you have in the market that have done extremely well. So I just have to share these few penny stock: one, two, three, four, five, six, seven, eight, nine, nine penny stock, just to tell you that you can actually make explosive gain in the market if you buy into the right penny stock. So this is very important. Now, why should I buy penny stock? Why should I trade penny stock? Must I trade penny stock? No, it's not enough. It's not, sorry, it's not necessary. It's not compulsory that you must trade penny stock. But then I want to share one reason why I think you might also want to consider trading penny stock. Now, the power of penny stock is in the volume. So note this. The power of penny stock is in number one, volume, and also price. This is the power of penny stock, volume and price. Now, volume in the sense that if you can buy a penny stock with 100K and amass like 1 million unit of that penny stock. So, and then you notice one thing, that a one kobo or 1 naira increase in the price of a penny stock can generate millions of naira, while a similar increase in a high cap stock may not be significant. That's one thing about penny stock. The power is in volume. So a 1 naira increase, you can buy a penny stock and a high cap stock. If each stock add 1 naira, they are not the same. That's one thing about penny stock. So let's look at a stock like Zenith Bank and Veritas Capital stock. Let's compare the two. Now, assuming you bought the same stock with 500K. So let's look at the price of Zenith Bank right here. So let's look at Zenith Bank stock. Now, Zenith Bank stock started this month around 33 naira. Look at it here, 33 naira 45 kobo, right? 33 naira 45 kobo. And the stock has added, selling for 35. So added 2 naira. So let's go back to this. So if we had invested 500K divided by 33 naira, what's the opening price of the stock? So that's 33 naira 45 kobo. So 33 naira 45 kobo. So it means you would have bought 14,945 units of Zenith Bank. So Zenith 14,945 units. Now, if you had invested the same amount of money on Veritas Capital stock, Veritas Cap. So at the beginning of this month, sorry, not this year, please, this month. Now, Veritas share price was 60 kobo, 60 kobo. So 60 kobo. So let's say you have invested the same 60 kobo on Veritas stock, 500K on Veritas stock. So that same 500K divided by 0.6, that would have given you 833,333. So 833,333 units. So I want to explain the power of volume and why it's actually a key revenue driver for penny stock. Now, Zenith Bank has added 2 naira, right? Now, the 2 naira Zenith Bank added right here, 2 naira plus 14 times 14,945. So let's say each stock added 1 naira. So let's be fair. Let's say each stock added 1 naira. So Zenith Bank, you would have made a profit of 14,000 naira 945. Now, if Veritas add 1 naira, you'd have made a profit of 833,333. That's the difference between Zenith stock and Veritas Cap. Zenith is a high cap stock, very okay, very good for dividends, loved by institutional investors. Veritas is a penny stock that's still emerging, that's still growing. Now, if you invest 500K or both stock at the beginning of the month, and each stock, for instance, added 1 Naira each on Zenith Bank, your profit would have been 1 Naira multiplied by 14,945 units. That would have given you 14,945. So your total return would have been 14 times 14 Naira, 14,945 plus 500K initial capital. So that would have given you 514,000 Naira. Now on Veritas, if it had 1 Naira to, you would have made 833. So 833 multiplied by 500,000 Naira, that's almost 1.3. So you can see the same capital but different return at the end of the day. Why? Because of volume. Because of volume. So volume is actually the power. Volume is the secret of trading penny stock, not the price, is the volume. Because when you buy huge volume, 1 kobo, 2 kobo, 3 kobo increase or 1 Naira increase in price will mean a lot. But if you do it the right way, not just random penny stocks. So that's why I'm just trying to share difference between buying penny stock and a large cap stock. Now, the risk is also there. Let's not assume that the risk is not there. Penny stock can drop by a significant amount. So if the same penny stock drop by 1 Naira, that means this is already out. Do you understand? So, and if this one, Zenith Bank drops by 1 Naira, then 14. So the higher the risk, the higher the return. So that's why I said penny stocks are highly volatile. It's like a high risk, high reward, which I wouldn't advise beginners to go into until they master their craft on how to pick penny stock. So please don't just jump on penny stock like that because of this example, thinking you will make millions overnight. Kindly do your due diligence, make sure you're buying into the right penny stocks. It's very, very important. So how do you invest in the good penny stocks that will spike? How do you invest in the good penny stock that will spike? Now, this is actually what I teach in my millionaire trading course, where I show my participants, my students, how to pick stock using the ETF model. So we'll be wrapping up our June section next Saturday, although we've already concluded the ETF model, but then I'm reviewing their task and assignment. So we'll most likely be having a section next Saturday where I will review all the tasks I've given to them from beginning of the class. So there's a task on economic, there's a task on technical, there's a task on fundamental. So we'll review all the tasks and give them feedback so that areas that I think they didn't understand, I will then be able to explain very well and then also help to spot students that might need further explanation on this area. But then during the course of the section, we were able to pick stocks. We picked good stocks, and then I showed them how these stocks, why these stocks might go up. And then we used the ETF model. I went through the market. We did a scanning. We scanned for stocks based on technical. We scanned stocks based on fundamentals. And then we're able to put everything together. And then we came up with a model, CEST model, condition, entry, stop loss, and take profit model. So meaning that any stock we want to buy, it has to go through this CEST model. What's the condition? So the stock must meet our condition. First one, it has to be an oversold stock. Number one, it has to be emerging from the key level. I explain everything, and then number two, it has to rise above certain level before we can call it a buy. And then if it drops, where should I say goodbye? And then if it picks up, at what point should I sell the stock to take profit? We did all this during that particular section. So that's the ETF model. E for macroeconomic data, T for technical analysis, and then F for fundamental. It's a 1 month section. Saturday, Sunday, Saturday, Sunday to back from 7 o'clock to 9, 7 to 9, 7 to 9, 7 to 9. So imagine going through this section, rigorous section every Saturday and Sunday. And then during the week, you have an opportunity to do assignments. And then you also have an opportunity to apply whatever you have learned in the market. So meaning that you can even go to the market to run your test run, bring this stock to the class. We will talk about it. I will share my feedback and I will tell you whether the stock is good or not. All I just need to do is to subject the stock to this test. If it passes all these three tests, then what stops me from buying? If it doesn't pass this test, I'm not buying. So our next section is coming up in October, and then there's a link in this video to ask. This is a registration form for those that want to join the course. I'm going to drop a link to this form in this particular video description. So if you are interested in this section, you can quickly fill this form. You can look at it here. You can make payments of 300K to Glufolio Limited account, and then once you make payments, fill this form, and then you can also, this is very simple. Your WhatsApp number, date of payment, we will definitely use our bank accounts to check whatever you have submitted to be sure that your payments came in. And then if you didn't receive it, we'll definitely let you know. But that's not a problem. So fill this form is limited. It's not a talk for everybody. It's not a class for everybody. It's limited to people that want to take their stock trading journey to the next level. It's high time you stop gambling in this market. The Nigerian stock market is very profitable. I must tell you the truth. Except you don't know what you're doing. Some of us have found the secret of becoming a profitable trader in the Nigerian market. And whatever secret I share with you, you can also apply it to US stock. So one of the big bonus that I'm giving to them is that I'm going to be having another section with them on Sunday where I will teach them how to scan for undervalued growth stock in the US market. So those are the things I'm going to teach them on the value growth stock. And I'm going to give them access to my Excel sheets. I have an Excel sheet that I use for fair value calculation on each of the stocks I own. Look at this here, each of the stocks I own. For instance, NVIDIA just completed a stock split. And for my fair value calculation, NVIDIA is 24% undervalued. So I'm going to have a section with them on Sunday where I will teach them. You can see these are the list of stocks that I'm tracking in the US market. So this Excel sheet will show you stocks that are undervalued as well as stocks that are overvalued. For instance, look at this stock like Race, Ferrari. Now, this stock is 49% overvalued. Am I going to buy the stock? No, I'm not buying the stock. So this is the bonus course I'm giving to everyone that you will get a lot of value from it. And guess what? All the section we're going to be having will be recorded and the video will be sent to you for download to your system. So that means you can replay them at the end of the section to enjoy, to have access to a whole value course that would help you get your journey or get your portfolio right in the market. So I want to use this model, just a brief analysis of this model to look at one penny stock that I think you should watch out for in the Nigerian market. And that penny stock is what? Abbey Building. Abbey Building Company. So Abbey Building Company is a penny stock I want to talk about, and I'm going to subject Abbey Building to this based on this analysis right here. First one is economic data. Now, under economic data, Abbey Building plays in the finance space. Abbey Building plays in the finance space. So let's go to Nigeria Stock Exchange website to find brief information about this particular stock. So this is Abbey Building right here. You can see here mortgage carrier and broker. So profile. Yes, yeah, the financial service firm is a financial service firm. So let's go to their website. You must understand the business of every stock you buy. Make sure you understand the business of every stock you buy. Now, one thing about Abbey Building is it's a penny stock, but then the company might not be too liquid enough. So please, when you're buying this stock, make sure you look at the liquidity of the company. It's very important. So Abbey Building, don't know why this site is not opening here, but then let's proceed. They're in the finance space, mortgage. You can see here. So they provide loans for people that want to build. So you can see here, Abbey Mortgage Bank. So it's a mortgage bank. Now, because this guy is in the finance sector, and one of the sector that I think is currently hot today is finance sector because of CBN increase, CBN rate hike. You know, I said it earlier this year. I shared with members of my community to watch out for stocks in the finance space. Why? Because of rate hike. So a lot of us we've taken position early this year. So the results you're seeing in finance stock, it's not surprising to us because we had already expected it. So Abbey Building in its Q1 results. So let's look at Abbey Building Q1 results. You see that interest income went up from 1.2 to 2 billion. Can you see 1.2 to 2 billion? And then interest expenses 800 to 1.3, net interest income 894 to 687. Then fees and commission, and then blah, blah, net operating income from 535 to 841. Then profit before and after tax 121 to 270 and 114 to 244. Then earnings per share went from 4.2 kobo to 9.65 kobo. Now, here's an interesting thing about this particular stock here. Now, the earnings per share reported in Q1 2024 is already higher than the full year earnings per share. So if you look at Abbey Building full year results between 2022 and 2023, you see that earnings per share went from 8 naira to 9 naira. So the full year of 2023 was 9 naira. And then the first quarter in 2024 is 9 naira 65 kobo. So they already covered the full year of 2023. That's an interesting move. So, and if you look at the trailing 12 months, it's already way higher. So, do you need anybody to tell you that these guys are actually on track to beat previous year? No, because in a single quarter alone, these guys have covered the whole of 2023. So, that's the kind of result you want to see on a penny stock. And then look at the interest income. Let's look at the breakdown of Abbey Building, note 3. Note 3 of this particular statements. Here's the note 3 here. Interest income, loan and advance. They generated 221 in Q1 2023 and it surged to 659 million, 0.8. Now, cash and short-term fund, can you see 996 to 1 billion, and then investment securities 78. No, so you can tell that this interest income is largely supported by higher interest rates. It's largely supported by higher interest rates. That is the C. Sorry, that's the E in my analysis. So in my course, I teach them how to find specific companies that are benefiting from macroeconomic data. And this is one of the reasons why a stock spike. When you're looking for a stock that will spike in Nigerian stock market, the least thing you should be thinking about is fundamental analysis, because fundamental analysis is historical. What will give you an idea of the next financial statement, how it will look like, is macro data. And in my course, I show them the key data. There are 5 most important macro data that you need to master. Once you master it, you can tell which sector is hot in Nigeria. You can even predict the next best sector. And you know what? The best performing stocks will always come from the best sector. So when you're looking for the best performing stock or the next top performing stock in the Nigerian market, don't just scan the market and be looking for fundamental analysis. Rather, focus on sector. So it's when you look at the best sector that you will now find the best company. Why? Because a larger portion of a company's stock price move, they are driven by events in the sector. So that is the first one. So Abbey Building, the E model. So when you're buying a penny stock, make sure it's benefiting from macro trend. All the penny stocks I shared with you right here, they all benefited from macro trends. That's the simple truth. They all benefit. If you dig deeper, they benefited from macro trend. NACO benefited from macro trend. Fidelity benefited from macro trend. Transcorp benefited from macro trend. And Owando also benefited from macro trend. This macro trend are the things I share in my course. I will teach you the macro trend. And then from each macro trend, when I give you task, in short, the first task I give them is go and check from the list of stocks you already have in your portfolio. Tell me how they are being impacted by macro trend. If you can get this part right, you have solved 90% of your problem in Nigerian stock market. Because by doing that, you can easily tell the sector that will do well. So that's what macro trend is. So Abbey Building already passes the E model because Abbey is benefiting from elevated interest rates. So you can see that play out on it. Now, we just looked at the fundamentals of Abbey Building. Fundamentals, which is very okay, solid financials with Q1 2024, far above 2023 financial year EPS. That's perfect. So now the next model is the T model, which is technical analysis. So if I go here and then call up Abbey Building Stock right here. Now this is Abbey Building Stock right now. Now, I always look at stock from key level. Now, look at this stock. This is the penny stock. First, let's mark our major key level. What is key level? Key levels are turning points in the market. Turning point, area that prices most likely react when it touches that level. Now, look at Abbey Building here. As at 2019, Abbey Building was selling for 84 kobo. Now, Abe rallied from 84 kobo to reach this key level of 193 kobo. Now, this point, you can see that this was a major key level. So I'm not surprised after the stock broke out by 60 with a 60% rally on a single month, it pulled back to this same key level. Why? Because it's been respected in 2013. So one of the things I share in my fundamental analysis class is how you can leverage historical data. Don't say, oh, I just started trading stock in 2024 or 2023. I don't have any business with what happened in 2020 or 2012. No. If you want to be a profitable stock trader, you must love historical data because historical data will point you, will tell you how a stock had reacted to certain key level in the past. Imagine us referring to a level that was tested as far back as 2013. This was 11 years ago, and how that level was respected even into 2023 and 2024. The stock broke out, pulled back to this level, and then you can see here, after it staged a stronger dip, what happened? It bounced back. Why did the stock bounce back? Because there's a key level right here. This is a demand zone. Initially, it was a supply zone, and then it turned to a demand zone. From there, the stock rallied, pulled back. You can see it respected the same level again, and then it rallied higher. This is 2 Naira 33 kobo. Now, Abe gapped up, break out of this level to touch 3 Naira, pull back again. You can see how this is respecting this key level. Why did he reject this level? Because it was a major key level right here. You can see here, it was a breakout point. So this is like resistance turning into support. And now in April, Abe delivered 3%. Right here in May, Abe delivered 8%. And then we're seeing possibility. Now, going by the number I shared with you earlier on, how that the company's Q1 result has already covered the whole of 2023. Do you think this is a buy? Yes. In short, my buy recommendation on Abbey is not even because of the financials, because financials are historical. My buy recommendation of Abbey is based on the fact that this macro trend that is responsible for the uptick, for the significant growth in its company, the company financials is still there. So that's how I project. So did you see that financials itself will not tell you what will happen? Because this only tells me what happened in the past. We're already in June, going to July, and this is a result in March. So how will I know if this company will report good financials? Is by looking at the trend, the data that is driving this financial, and that's interest rates. So my question is CBN interest rates high? Yes, even CBN had even increased interest rates. So which means there is tendency that this interest income will be a lot more higher. So that also means there is higher expectation that this company stock may surge because of higher return. So meaning Q2 result may come out and it will blast higher too. Before you know, Abe will surge to a new high. So this is exactly what I think is behind my buy recommendation on Abbey. So this stock is bouncing off key levels right now. So look at the ETF model playing out. E, this company is benefiting from elevated interest rates. The T is bouncing off key level. The F, it has solid financials with Q1 already above 2023 financials. If you find this to playing out together, saying the same thing about a penny stock, then it means this guy is looking to surge higher. There's tendency that this guy is already selling for 270 kobo. It's still a penny stock because it's below 5 naira. So what happened? If CBN interest rate is still high, I expect this mortgage bank to report higher results in Q2 into Q3. And in short, it's already clear that the whole of 2024 financials will be far better than 2023. So that is where I expect this particular penny stock to surge higher. This is how I pick penny stock. No gamble. There's no, you don't have to gamble in the market. And just own a strategy that can help you scan for the best stock in the market. This is exactly what I share in my millionaire trader course. So if you're looking to join the October batch, take your time, fill in this form, make payment, and then we will definitely receive it at our end. Once we confirm your payment, we'll definitely let you know. Now, you might probably say, October is too far. We are moving into July, we're moving into August, September, October. It's not like that. The truth is that this particular seat is limited. So you might fill in the form and I will tell you that we are already closed. So that's why I had to bring this out early. And it also gives me ample time to plan. That's the way I do. I like to plan my class ahead. The June section we just concluded, I already planned it like 3 months back before the section started. So that way I'm able to put all the courses together, make sure I am well prepared, make sure I clear my schedule. So I like to plan ahead. That's why we are announcing the batch section early enough for you to jump in so that we can prepare ahead. Because imagine me spending every weekend, Saturday and Sunday, back to back for a full month. So that means I need to clear my schedule and make sure I don't have anything doing on that weekend. So that's why I like to plan ahead so that the class will be well packed. So that's exactly what you need. In short, let me even give you a hint. This is a slide already. This is slide we just concluded with the June section, which I'll just modify a little bit, and then for October. So Millionaire Trader course, master the Nigerian stock market by spotting early winners, getting before others, and sell for profit. This is exactly my promise for students, and I'm glad I delivered. I'm glad I delivered and I got a feedback and I was quite excited. So the promise is you will learn how to get in early before others. Now, how do you get in early before others? The answer is simple. Spot a stock that is good and another fund manager spots the same stock. The fund manager cannot buy immediately. He has to present that stock to his team. Then he has to go through approval. Within those periods, you have already taken position on that particular stock. And within this period, we spotted a lot of good stock in the market. I'm sure in the next 3 to 6 months, the guys in June section will definitely will see good return on their portfolio. Because while we're running the section, we're also scanning for stocks and we did a lot of search and I was able to pick good stocks in the market for them. So this is exactly what the Millionaire Trader course will help you to do. So whatever you learn will help you spot both penny stocks and high cap stocks in the market. So I hope this video has been quite enlightening on how to pick penny stocks in the market. Like I said, if it's the first time you're watching this video or you're visiting my channel, kindly hit the subscription button and turn on notification bell so that you can get updates when I release more videos like this. Thank you.